Hey guys, way back rewind here. Today we're going to look at Sony's TRV 460 and TRV 480. These were the last 8mm camcorders that Sony made, and as such, as the last 8mm camcorders made, they have quite a following. For people like myself that have been shooting 8mm since the 90s, they had a large collection of 8mm tapes. And as these cameras started aging, people suddenly realized they had no way to play those tapes if these cameras stopped working. I bought this camera in 2006, and I immediately switched to a hard drive camcorder and tried not to use this one to create any new tapes and just keep it around to play back my old tapes if necessary. About 5 years ago, I transferred all of my 8mm videos to a hard drive and backed it up on a second hard drive. I didn't need this camera to play back my tapes necessarily, but it was nice to have. I took it off the shelf recently here and found out that it will no longer load a tape. The tape mechanism has somehow failed. So I immediately went online to buy a replacement. These cameras, being the last 8mm cameras and having the ability to output a video signal over the firewire, are very popular. You find these cameras listed on eBay for digital transfer to computer or digital transfer to DVD, and they can be quite expensive. People selling them know what the value is of having the last 8mm camera ever made. This camera will play analog 8mm, analog high 8. It will also play digital 8. So any 8mm tape that was recorded, this camera will play it. This camera also has an interesting ability to input an analog signal and in real time convert it to DV and output it over the firewire. What's interesting is even cameras like this one that are broken, where the transport mechanism no longer works, these cameras will still input live analog and output digital video in real time. So you see people selling these on eBay in similar condition to this one as broken, but they're still valuable for digitizing video. So even though the transport mechanism on this camera is broken, I can still use it to digitize video. But this one that I bought on eBay is fully operational. This camera has the inconvenient tape loading mechanism from the bottom. So there's almost no comfortable way to hold this when you're loading a tape. You just have to flip it up like this, stick the tape in, close it, wait for it to retract, and you can close the handle. This is a promotional tape that Sony included with my original camera. I'll do another video on the detailed steps for transferring video to the computer. But for now, I just wanted to show this camera.